So we have now the types of communication. So according to the number of person who received the message, like whom you are talking to, or who the message is meant for. So in this way, वो तमाम लोग जिनको हम मुखातिब कर रहे हैं या मैसेज जिनके लिए बना रहे हैं, जब हम उनके हिसाब से क्लासिफिकेशन करेंगे, तो उसमें हमारे पास इंट्रापर्सनल कम्युनिकेशन, इंट्रापर्सनल, ग्रुप communication and mass communication. So interpersonal communication means when you talk to anyone, a single person or more than one person. So when you're talking to someone, that is interpersonal communication. Intrapersonal is opposite. Like intra means within. So intrapersonal communication means that when you're talking to your own self. So there are so many methods employed for this. There is dramatic monologue for it. The literature people know it very well. There is soliloquy, that a person is talking to his own self. He's talking what he's thinking for the audience. So interpersonal communication is with people, and intrapersonal communication is with your own self. Group communication means like you are not talking to one or two people, you're talking to a crowd, like a group of 5 people, 10 people. In mass communication, you talk to huge audience, like on media, on TV channels, on a big platform where so many people can listen to you. So on the base of medium employed, we have verbal communication and non-verbal communication. So we know it already. जो verbal communication है, इसमें हमारा like written communication भी involved है और हमारी spoken communication भी involved है. As far as non-verbal communication is concerned, it is the use of body language, the gestures, postures, our expressions, feelings, emotions, and silence, space, and time. So silence, space और time भी उसका एक हिस्सा है. ये हम आगे पढ़ेंगे कि वो कैसे नॉन वर्बल कम्युनिकेशन का हिस्सा कंसिडर होता है. If we talk about organizational structure, then we have formal and informal communication. Okay, what kind of organization is this where you're working, where you are teaching or studying? तो उसमें you can use formal communication and you can use informal communication. फॉर्मल कम्युनिकेशन नॉर्मली हम अपने से बड़ों के साथ, अपने टीचर्स के साथ, अपने बॉस के साथ यूज़ करते हैं, या विद दोज पीपल whom we are not at acquaintance level. Informal communication is with the friends, with the colleagues, जिनके साथ हम familiar हैं, जिनके साथ हम frank हैं. So there is informal communication between such people. So on the base of flow or direction, कि ऑर्डर्स कहाँ से कौन किसको दे रहा है, डायरेक्शंस कहाँ से किसके थ्रू किसको जा रही हैं, इस बेस पे देखा जाए तो वी हैव डाउनवर्ड कम्युनिकेशन. डाउनवर्ड कम्युनिकेशन मीन्स के बॉस इज गिविंग द ऑर्डर्स एंड द ऑर्डर्स और डायरेक्शंस आर कमिंग डाउन टू द सबऑर्डिनेट्स, के बॉस के जो ऑर्डर्स हैं वो नीचे काम करने वाले मातहतों को, मुलाजमीन को आ रहे हैं. अपवर्ड कम्युनिकेशन, कि इफ यू राइट an application to your principal, your teacher, your director, your boss, or if you are sending some document to your superior, तो ये upward communication. And this is not only about written. आप उनसे बात कर रहे हैं तो वो भी upward communication है, वो आपसे बात कर रहे हैं तो वो भी downward communication. Horizontal communication is a communication between two similar levels of the organization. Okay, a principal of some campus talks to the principal of some other campus. तो अगर एक कैंपस का प्रिंसिपल दूसरे कैंपस के प्रिंसिपल से बात करता है तो ये horizontal communication. Then we have diagonal communication. So diagonal communication is the communication that at cross-functional levels of employees. कि बहुत सारे डिफरेंट डिपार्टमेंट्स में एम्प्लॉयज़ काम करते हैं तो उनकी आपस की जो कम्युनिकेशन है वो डायगोनल कम्युनिकेशन है. फॉर एग्जांपल मेट्रो का मैनेजर अगर किसी हाइपर स्टार के मैनेजर से बात करता है तो उन दोनों की जो आपस की डिस्कशन है या आपस में लेटर सेंडिंग रिसीविंग है या टेलीफोनिक टॉक है या फेस टू फेस टॉक है, दैट इज डायगोनल कम्युनिकेशन. So in non-verbal communication, we have, first of all, we have eye contact. So eye contact is very necessary thing. Now this determines how confident you are, or how confident or otherwise you are. कि आप कितने confident हो, आप किस हद तक audience को face करने की हिम्मत रखते हो, or if you're looking at some particular person, or you're able to look into the eyes of all the people. So eye contact displays your confidence level, that you are confident enough. Your facial expressions convey more than your words are able to state. कि आप अपने facial expressions को use करते हो और आप convey करते हो अपनी thoughts को अपने expressions के ज़रिए. Your expression, your like if you're happy, your face smiles, and people know before talking to you that yes, you are smiling. And if you're having very bad mood, so people can look at your face and they can judge you may be in bad temper. So they can make out that this communication may bring some kind of anger from your side. Gestures, again, the way you behave along with the things you talk. So these are some things कि आप किस तरह के gestures दे रहे हो, किस तरह के आप आगे किसी भी बात के आगे अपने emotions किस तरह convey कर रहे हो, किस तरह behave कर रहे हो किस चीज़ के बारे में. What is your posture and your body orientation? कि how you are standing, how do you walk? आप खड़े हो तो are you having your hands in your pants pocket, or you're standing holding a marker just like a teacher? So that depends on your posture and your body orientation. That matters a lot. Your weak orientation of body, your weak gestures, your spotless face or your expressionless face, that is not included in good communication. So our posture should be according to the communication we are making. A teacher should communicate and have the postures like a teacher. So proximity is again a non-verbal cue. So it is kind of non-verbal communication that is resting in the distance between participants of communication. Now usually we speak of horizontal distance, and there is distance between people, and that may be intimate, personal, social and public zones. The distance may be of culture, the distance may be on diagonal level. For example, the chair on which a student sits and the chair on which a teacher sits, there's difference between them. So that is social distance. So proximities refer to those distances. You communicate with your friends, and that communication is unlike the communication you have with your teacher. So that is because of that proximity, that social distance. जो social distance है उसकी वजह से आप जिस तरह अपने वालिद साहब से बात करते हैं, उस तरह गुफ्तगू आप किसी सड़क पे चलते हुए एक आम बंदे से या अपने फ्रेंड के साथ नहीं कर सकते. तो उसमें सोशल डिस्टेंस है. वो सोशल डिस्टेंस आपने मेंटेन किया है. आप अपने कोलीग से जिस तरह बात कर रहे हैं, आप अपने साथ वाले बिल्डिंग में काम करने वाले एम्प्लॉय से नहीं कर सकते. सो अगेन सोशल डिस्टेंस इज देयर. सो दैट इज प्रॉक्सिमिटी. Paralinguistics is something that very much helps in body language or in non-verbal communication. Sorry. So paralinguistics includes your stress, intonation, your elision, your assimilation. Basically, the utilizing the language to or bringing that some in your communication. For example, if I say something, roko, mat jaane do, and if I say the same sentence in this way, roko mat jaane do. So I've used the same sentence with two different patterns. So there was intonation pattern, जिसमें मैंने दो intonation pattern use किए. तो एक का मतलब positive था, एक का मतलब negative था. So in simple way, we can use intonation or paralinguistic features. For example, if I say someone, how is your son Aslam? And how is your son Aslam? So both sentences are having the same words but are different because of their paralinguistic features. So ये paralinguistic features जो हैं, they basically matter कि हम किसी बात को कहते किस तरह. सो वर्ड्स का अपना वेटेज है, लेकिन जिस तरह वो वर्ड्स कन्वे हो रहे हैं उस चीज़ का अपना वेटेज है. एंड देन ह्यूमर इज समटाइम्स इंक्लूडेड इन वर्बल और नॉन वर्बल कम्युनिकेशन. नॉन वर्बल कम्युनिकेशन में ह्यूमर का ये रोल है कि basically this is not a vital part of this, but some researchers consider it to be a part of non-verbal communication. Like some faces are like this, that they bring humor, like Charlie Chaplin. So you see him, you smile. So that is he's not saying something, but his non-verbal gestures are conveying or the emotions of humor to you. So this is the explanation of eye contact. So eye is direct and most expressive part of your body. Like you're not having any body movement, you're not speaking, कुछ बात भी नहीं कर रहे हैं आप, कोई body movement भी नहीं दे रहे हैं, gestures, postures, like you're just using your eyes, so you can communicate much. So if you're having direct eye contact, it shows you're confident. If you're looking downwards, that shows that you're carefully listening something or you're guilty of something. या अगर आप आस-पास देख रहे हैं, you आंखों से आंखें नहीं मिला रहे, that means कि you're not confident or you're avoiding the thing. Single eyebrow raise, that means you're doubting about something. Both eyebrows raise, that means that you're admiring something. If you're having bent eyebrows, so that shows your sudden focus on something. आप अचानक किसी चीज़ पे focus करते हैं. And tears, they show your extreme of emotion, like on both sides. Extremely happy or extremely hurt in both senses. So next is facial expression. So smile is one of them. Smile is something that covers the most part of facial expressions. Like everyone loves a person smiling. आपके चेहरे पे smile है, you're active. आपके चेहरे पे smile है, people are active seeing you. Like your mood is transmitted through your smile. So smile is powerful cue, और क्या transmit करता है, that shows happiness, friendliness, warmth, liking and affiliation. For a good communicator, ये चीज़ें होनी ज़रूरी हैं. You cannot have a good presentation without all these things. Students ये mistake करते हैं that they are on the stage, they have crammed the material and they are just in a hurry to reproduce the material. So this is not what we have to do. We need to bring facial expressions in our teaching, in our presentations, in our communication. So this is about gestures that we have already talked about before. So gestures are something that capture attention. You nod, you shake your head, and it brings a positive reinforcement to the students. So gestures and the using of gestures in your presentation and teaching, that equally collaborates with the content that you're speaking. So that makes the teaching style, presentation style, or the communication style lively. So this is about posture and body orientation. So we talk, we walk when we are in the class. Or when you're presenting, it's not good to stand on the rostrum or dais and state what you are saying. You should be walking and standing erect. But you should not be rigid in standing erect. Like you should be moving, you should be facing the audience. And remember one thing, whenever you are presenting something, or even you're acting on stage, do not turn your back to the audience. You should never be showing your back to the audience, because that loses eye contact and it is not good for teaching presentations or communications. So you should maintain the proper eye contact. So this should be your posture. And this speaking with your back turned or looking at the floor, ceiling should be avoided. And extra hand movement in your pocket, inside, or combing your head hair with your finger. So that is not good when you're teaching somewhere. There are always cultural norms which dictate a comfortable distance for interaction with the audience. So this proximity has something to do with the distance and the reverence which happens in your communication. You're talking to your boss, you're talking to your teacher, you're listening to a lecture, you're sitting in formal or informal gathering. So proximity has certain levels. Sometimes it happens that within a class we want discipline, or whenever you're presenting something in your classes, you want people listen to you. So some people use distractors, they're rocking, they're leg swinging, they're tapping, they're using the pens aimlessly, and they're using the fingers to drum on the chair. They're busy with mobile phone. So to avoid this thing, you should be walking within the class, and if you're a presenter, you should be walking in this way that everyone is like in front of you, and you are having proper eye contact. Your voice is audible to all of them. So this makes them alert, and like proximity is increased in this. So now the paralinguistic features, I have already given you some details about it. So here is furthermore. In paralinguistic features, we have tone, stress, rhythm, loudness. In tone, we refer to intonation, like the rise and fall of human speech sound. Sometimes we need to lower our voice, our tone. Sometimes we bring the tone to the high pitch. So this is the movement of tone. We should not be maintaining one tone, the monotone basically. So that monotone creates monotonous in the class. So that such a presentation, such conversation, such communication, such lecture sounds boring. So we need to bring intonation. We need to bring rise and fall in our tones. Stress is again linked with the tone. We stress in sentences, we stress in the words. So when we are stressing the words, we stress syllables in them. And when we are stressing the sentences, we stress the words in them. For example, in a shorter way, I would like to give you an example. Like normally in English, we stress on the first syllable of a noun and second syllable of a verb. So the word research is a noun. I'm stressing more on the word re, first syllable. Research is a noun and research is verb. So this makes a differentiation between them. In another way, presentations and present. So present and present both are different things. Present is the gift, present is to gift it to someone. So in both. So present and present are the same, like have the same spellings, but they are pronounced differently when dealing them as a noun or as a verb. So in sentence structure or sentence stress, we can use different kind of sentences, and the meanings change due to our stress pattern in them. Like if I say, I ordered you to bring a bouquet of red roses, and if I stress on you, so that will be giving a different sense. I ordered you to bring a bouquet. And if I stress on A, I stress you to bring a bouquet. I ordered you to bring a bouquet. I ordered you to bring a bouquet of red roses. I ordered you to bring a bouquet of red roses. So, like intentions are changing with the stress pattern. Rhythm is the way you continue your speech and you end your speech. You should have proper rhythm in that. There should be no extra breaks. There should be no extra silence in that. So in a proper beginning, in a proper rhythm, your presentation, your lecture should go on. Loudness refers to the quantity of audience and your volume of voice. Like we should be audible to everyone present in front of us. So all the audience should be listening to us and we should be audible to them. Our voice should not be slow enough that they cannot comprehend what we are saying. So these are few facts about the muscles in human body. So we have total 630 muscles, and the busiest of the muscles is the eyes, which are used 100,000 times a day. यानी 1 लाख दफ़ा हम उसे यूज़ करते हैं दिन में. So it takes 17 muscles for us to smile and 43 to frown. So it means that we should smile more to save the energy. And the strongest muscle in our body is the tongue. Indeed it is, because the tongue can break the hearts. So the next video is about communication barriers. You can watch that as well. And if you want to keep watching more videos like this, please hit the like button and the bell icon, so you will keep receiving my notifications and up-to-date videos about English language and literature. Thank you very much.